Greetings, hello, welcome on in. Unoptimized Fool here from the closet, and I want to talk about, again, World of Warcraft 11.2. We're doing some deeper dives in all the systems, and today I want to talk about Season 3. Now, just to preface this, Season 3, I'm going to talk about all the new dungeons, one of the new dungeons they added, and also Season 3 dungeons today, too. But we're not going to be talking about the tier sets. That'll be for another video. Okay, so today it's all about Season 3 minus the tier sets, because that's actually, I would include it in this video, but there's actually a bigger change to that, which is pretty cool, right? So Season 3, right, we have a new dungeon coming in 11.2, Ghosts of Koresh, right? Now again, if you don't know some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about, I have had previous videos, so definitely check those out if you have time. Now we have Eco Dome Aladani. I suck at saying names, but it is going to be a new dungeon focused around one of the ecodomes. It's been taken over by Wastelanders. There's Devourers as well, too, as well as some old oracles from the old world of Koresh being corrupted by probably the Void and xal'atath and her freaky little toes. Now, obviously, we have a new dungeon. It's going to be in the rotation for Season 3. That makes sense. Usually when they have a new dungeon, it's in the new rotation. Now, with Season 3, obviously, right, we have... Well, let's step back for a second. With this new dungeon, by the way, I just want to say... So normally, when it comes to the storyline of a new patch, usually it goes, you have the campaign, and then you have the dungeon, and then you have the raid. And then at the end of the raid, that's the end of the story for that patch. In 11.2, they're actually doing some stuff that's a little bit different. They're having us go through the campaign like normal for the first story, and then they have us going to the raid, completing the raid and doing that. And then the dungeon comes after the raid in story canon-wise. So that's actually pretty cool. That's actually unprecedented, right? So that's actually a new system, a new way to do the story. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do that. I'm also definitely going to complete the raid before I do the story in the dungeon. So just to let you guys know that that's actually a new thing. Also, guys, normal, heroic, and mythic plus will be at the start of 11.2. Obviously, Season 3 starts a week later with the new raid and all that stuff. So just to let you guys know, obviously, normal, heroic, and mythic 0 will be available right at the start, though. Now, we have some returning dungeons, obviously, in Season 3. It's not just going to be the new one, right? So the new ones, right, that are being added in from older expansions is Halls of Atonement, which is obviously Shadowlands, one of the best expansions ever made, right? We also have Teravesh Streets of Wonder, right? Teravesh is back, by the way. That hub from Shadowlands, right, that was added in, right? Has been teleported over and now has like this giant shield around it, as well as Teravesh Solan's Gambit. I can't pronounce names, but that's also going to be there too. Also, by the way, guys, Teravesh Mega Dungeon will also be available inside Hard Mode Mythic difficulty. So that's going to be back to us. Again, usually with expansions, the dungeons are pretty good, to be honest with you. The raids are okay. I mean, Shadowlands, like the end of Shadowlands was pretty bad. But I mean, Shadowlands overall was a pretty bad expansion, but the dungeons were not so bad. So Halls of Atonement are fine. Now, we also brought back some older Season 1, Season 2 dungeons, right? So we brought back Operation Floodgate from Season 2, the one we're currently in now. So I'm happy about that. Operation Floodgate's a fun dungeon, right? I mean, maybe if people don't know how to do the gliders, maybe it's not fun, but you should know how to do the gliders. It's pretty dang easy. We also have Arakara is coming back, right? That's pretty cool, right? That's from Season 1. Everyone's going to go for that trinket again, that's for sure. We also have Dawnbreaker coming back from Season 1. Dawnbreaker's okay now. When Dawnbreaker first came out, let's talk about this real quick. When Dawnbreaker first came out, when War Within was new in normal dungeons, no one knew what the heck they were doing. I didn't know where I was going. There was too much freedom in that dungeon, but thankfully now everyone knows the routes, so we don't have to worry about that too much. And now we have the last dungeon we have is Pyre of the Sacred Flame. Now, all of these War Within dungeons, by the way, have been voted on by the community for Season 3. So someone in their crazy mind decided, hey, let's do Pyre again. Pyre and Brew, those dungeons for Season 2 have been the worst. So whoever voted for Pyre, do you even play Mythic Plus? I don't. That's the only one I'm not a big fan of. Pyre is awful, okay? We also have one more addition being added into Season 3 called Waypoints. Now, right now, it's only being added into Season 3 dungeons. We're not going to see like a retroactive apply to this, so right now, obviously, in the dungeon, you have checkpoints to where you spawn, but you kind of have to remember where those checkpoints are. Because obviously, it depends. If you're in a fight and you die, either you you know where the checkpoint is, you're pretty close to it, you can res to get back to the fight, or you wait for the healer, because obviously if you take too long to get back, you lose time on your timer. And it's a bigger problem for higher keys. Now there's a new waypoint system where it tells you visually on the minimap and in the real life location where a checkpoint is. So now you can see, okay, do I have to wait for my healer, or can I just run back? And no longer you have to ask in Discord, hey, should I res, or should I just, or should I stay dead? No more of that. You can just make the decision on your own, and it's just more visual feedback, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you a rundown of Season 3 content coming your way. The only thing I'm kind of upset about is Pyre coming back. I mean, I didn't really enjoy that place. I mean, if you have a paladin in your group, you don't know which one's which. You don't know which spell is which there is technically a visual pass coming soon, which I'll be talking about in a future video too. So, but yeah, guys, I want to hear your opinion about all the new dungeons added in, as well as all dungeons coming back, as well as the new waypoint system. Tell me about it, guys. But thanks for listening on in. I am Unoptimized Fool from the Closet, and again, we'll be talking about class sets and the tier sets here soon in another video. So I'll see you guys next time.